Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door Shutter, coming back to you with episode 42 of All the Mods 9. Today, we are getting into something different, but first, before we do that, I want to mention I made a change to the gene samples over here, which is an off switch, basically. Um, each one of these has its own independent gene sample inventory checker of 250, which is a decent amount. But we also have an AND gate here. So you have to have a signal from this, a signal from this, a signal from this to output a signal here. Okay? So you've basically got a three-way AND gate that will only allow for that signal to turn on once all three of these are on. Which, when all three of these are on, there's a redstone signal traveling from this laser node down to this, into this pipe, which will shut it off and will prevent bees from actually being dropped. So that way we don't have an overflow or too many issues, right, with this after we get too many. And I don't want to set it and forget it whenever we don't have something to actually allow for us to do that. So now we have something that'll allow for us to set it and forget it. Of course, things like this cactus farm, which is going to probably go indefinitely, hence why I put a void upgrade on it. So that is going to be helpful. Once we get, about 100 more on most of them, we will have the ability to kind of just move on. We won't need to worry about it. So that is a fantastic thing. Okay. Now, the main focus of this episode today is getting a little bit of a better system. So I quickly went ahead and set up a Nether Star mystical agriculture setup with 6 creative botany pots. And this sucks. Genuinely, this is super slow. So what I'm going to do, and this is going to be a new mod, where we're going to focus purely on getting Nether Stars. And actually, it looks like it wasn't piping out the Nether Star essence. So let's actually quickly craft this into this. And then get this changed to that. But we should be able to get into hostile neural networks. Hostile neural networks is a interesting mod. Something I don't use often because I've never really spent time automating it or really fully understanding it. And that's what we're going to do today. I know how it works, I know how it operates, but we're going to just need to to settle down and just get it going. Okay? So this whole floor is basically going to be dedicated to the All the Mods 9 star setup. And that's kind of what we're doing. We're going to be getting into this to the point of getting 3 or 4 hostile neural network models, which is the kind of mobs that you're wanting to harvest. So we want to get a deep learner, first things first. So deep learner. Looks like we need some repeaters. Okay. We're going to then need a model framework, which is this thing right here. And then we are going to need to put this down here, this down here. I like to have this in my inventory because I like to open it, but there is actually a way to put this in your inventory right here. So once you have your model inserted, you'll be able to actually track it on your HUD rather than having it in your inventory. So let's get some skulls and kill a crap ton of withers. That's basically what our goal is going to be. This is not a quick or easy process, really. It takes a lot of time, and I don't really want to do this method because of the time it takes, but we're going to do it anyway. So I've got the black box over here, the tinted glass. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to spawn 1 wither this time, so we can actually right-click this guy to get the modeled framework. There we go. So we got the data model. Okay, we're going to put that in there, and then we are going to equip this in our hotbar. And so you can see up here in the top left, we have 6 remaining. So what happens is we come over here, and we take out 1 wither, and you'll see that this will change to 5 remaining. Each upgrade tier of this model that we currently have, that data model, increases the chances you get out of simulations. So hostile neural networks has the simulation chamber, which allows for you to put in a data model, a prediction matrix, and get a chance of getting a insert mob here prediction, right? So I think there's like nether predictions and stuff like that as well. So there's kind of some are oriented towards a general, while others are not. But it looks like I may be wrong on that because I think I'm thinking of this, the generalized nether prediction, while every other one is considered to the actual mob itself, right? So we would have wither prediction and having the self-sufficient or self-aware, this very last one, is your highest percent. So faulty will give you nothing. So you have to get it to basic or above, but you have a pretty much 0% chance of actually getting anything useful out of the basic tier. So you want to get, it looks like past advanced, maybe superior if you're not really having a lot of time, but self-aware, it looks like it's where it's at. And I don't know how many kills that will take, so I will be back here in a little bit once I have killed plenty of withers. And hopefully I don't run out of wither skeleton skulls, but I can change that if I need to. Okay? Be right back. Alright, so I just killed probably a good 70 to 80 withers. Let's see, actually, nether stars. Yeah, I killed quite a few withers there. And so we've got a self-aware data model. And you can see the FE cost for this, by the way. Per tick, it is 2560. One of the things is, I know that if we were to get a soul lava generator, like we have down here, which this is spirited. So do we actually have a nitro generator set up? Do we actually have any nitro generators? We have niotic. We don't have nitro. Let's see. So right there. So let's just grab 2 of these. I don't think we'll need more than 2. Genuinely. And then we just need soul lava. Tank. I should have a tank of soul lava. And a couple buckets. Just 2 buckets. And then 2 of these generators. And we should be able to get this going. So the next thing we'll need from the Hospital Neural Networks mod is the simulation chamber, which is this thing right here. So let's get a comparator, simulation chamber, and then also a loot fabricator. The loot fabricator is where you put the predictions, either the generic or general nether predictions or whatever predictions. So it's overworld, nether, and ender predictions, and of course Twilight, which we're not focusing on Twilight. But we have those options. So let's go downstairs here. We're just gonna like keep going, and we're gonna take this wool that I think we just filled in, and we're going to put our generators back here. Of course, we also need a sink for thermo generators. Can't forget about that. Perfect. And we'll put our soul lava here and here. And we actually should just be able to bucket out of that. Guess I didn't really need 2 buckets, right? And then our, get that out of my inventory, pipes. So energy pipes. Actually, I think we're going to use thermal, or not thermal, mechanism pipes for that. Just because those are always better for power. I mean, actually, what are Powa's pipes looking like? I can't remember. Energy. So that's like 1 million FE. We look at mechanism ultimate. These are 3.27 million. Yeah, so we're going cable. Okay, so just this. We're gonna drag that out here, and then we're going to do simulation and a loot fabricator, and then in here we're going to do this, and we need prediction matrices. Let's look up matrix, because I probably am just spelling that wrong. So these aren't that expensive, and we basically have it automated. So I'm not too worried about that. I mean, honestly, I think we could automate this. We'll probably do that next episode, because I spent so much time doing that. But yeah, so we have 99.5% of getting the actual data model we want. And this should be enough power no matter what. Right? Because we are producing 31,000 FE a tick on 2 generators, because we're 900% over, right? So this uses 2560 every tick, and this will use however much. And that's something else we're going to do, is we're just going to grab a pipe. And let's see. So I don't know if I really need these. So these are ender predictions. That's wrong. Okay. I was thinking it would give us nether predictions because the wither is from the nether, but that's okay. We can draw these for now and maybe use them in the future for something. I'm not really too keen on anything right there. The only thing I really want is the wither predictions. Okay. And so that should be pipe over here. And we actually could do miniature hearts. That's pretty cool. But we're just going to do that. And this is doing 256 FE a tick. So we've overkilled this with the generators we have. So that is fine. I don't really care if we've overdone it, because I think that should just be good overall. Okay. So the way to automate this completely, of course, would be getting prediction matrices automated, which will require iron automation. How much iron do we have? We have 115,000, but I don't want to have a system that just constantly pumps iron if we're not passively producing iron. So we could look at adding an iron essence thing, or we could look at potentially getting some generalized overworld predictions. I'm pretty sure that we could just get them from a zombie, like a zombie spawner. Let's see, I'm just looking. So yeah, Iron Golem, zombie prediction, Carmenite. I think if we had an Iron Golem one, that would be costly. Cause what? You're gonna have to kill over like 90 Iron Golems. That would be ridiculous. The only thing I could think of for an Iron Golem is if we could do mob imprisonment. Pumpkin. Shears. I honestly haven't used a carved pumpkin in forever. And then mob imprisonment tool, because I want to try something here. I don't know if this is possible, but we're going to go check it out here. So I should be going down this hallway. So under the floor here is a mob duplicator. You gonna take these guys out? Okay, so you will not spawn mob iron golems. Okay, that kind of sucks. And I'm pretty sure there's no chance of us ever getting a iron golem spawn egg. And I don't know if Ender IO's system would work. Okay. What other options did we have there? So iron ingot. Because, I mean, I could waste it. I have like 1,000,000 iron, right? But the fact that I'd have to kill them all is the issue. I really got tired of killing those withers. I will look at that off camera. How about that? I just wanted to look at some options, see what we actually currently have. So all we need to do is basically get a hopper for right now and just get a ton of predictions. Of course, they're still right here. Whole bunch of glass panes for us. Okay, and the other thing is we're going to have to find a better solution for the generalized ender predictions. What we could do is just get a chest, like a central point here, where we grab just a normal chest. Actually, can I get a barrel? And then upgrade this barrel pretty decent amount. Okay. Just put that there. Take this out. Put this here. Okay. And we just get a stack upgrade. And we just keep those in there. That won't be a problem for a while. Okay. So we'll run with that. Let's see here. So let's throw that in there. But I will look at getting a source of iron. I think I want to try and use the simulation chambers. So I may just spawn an ever-living crap ton of iron golems. And just kill them all. But it looks like we're able to get the end result that we want, which is nether stars. Of course, this is not fast, right? This is a very slow process because we're really not generating them quick. Even if we sped this up, I mean, you have just a ton of these that need to be generated, and then of course fabricated. So I need to look at maybe having multiple of these, and then having multiple of these, which honestly, getting that many, killing like 80, 90 withers per model, absolutely insanity. But we will probably look at doing something of that sort. Oh, I forgot about this. Hold on. I forget Soul Lava is kind of stupidly broken, where it doesn't actually get, it becomes like a full block and you can't actually place stuff in it. I hope they fix that one of these days, but they still haven't. But let's get that. And then this. And then we can place this back down. Do this, do that. Grab some stone. And we've got a semi-automated system. Of course, I'll look at getting the general predictions and stuff. Well, not the general predictions, the prediction matrices. Man, I can't keep my words straight here. But that should be getting us some nether stars. That is fantastic. That was kind of the goal of today. Of course, the Drigme stuff is still cruising, which is fantastic. Of course, I didn't mention this. I put like 10 piglets down. I think we only had 1 in the beginning. I've added 9 since then. So we are getting piglet hearts at a pretty decent rate. I wouldn't say it's like astronomical, but we are getting them. These are going to be required for every single one of the unobtainium aldehydium alloy blocks, because every single one of those requires a piglet heart block, which is, of course, 9 piglet hearts. And also this astronomical amount of power. No idea how we're going to obtain that. Probably mechanism. The fission reactor. Or is it the fusion reactor? I think it's the fusion, not the fission. Fission's the first one, fusion's the second. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah. So it's the fusion reactor. So fission is this one. Okay. So this is the first tier. Second tier is fusion. All right. What is a fission chamber controller from alchemistry? I have no idea. It looks like we actually can split stuff. But anyway, with that, we're going to wrap this one up here. I know this was kind of a little bit of a strange episode because we kind of just dove headfirst into hostile neural networks and then paused while I killed a ton of withers. I will be killing a ton of iron golems, most likely to get a ton of ender predictions, or iron golem predictions that then convert to iron, and then those will be used to auto-craft some prediction matrices so we don't waste resources. And then, of course, I will look at gold as well, which I think we could quickly take a peek at here, because we don't have as much gold as we have iron. Let's see, I need to press recipe, not use. So I think we could look at getting zombified piglins to get that one going. That wouldn't be too terrible. Honestly, I'm not opposed to doing all of these different hostile neural networks because I haven't messed with it before. Biggest thing is killing a lot of them. That is going to be the biggest thing. Because it's not going to be just as simple as kind of sitting there hitting 2 or 3 creatures and getting, the reward. You're going to have to kill, 80, 90 of these. And hopefully, at the end, we'll have a self-aware model that will give us the best outcome for getting gold, iron, and of course, we already have glass automated. And I've increased the capacity of which glass we have. Alright, but with all of that shenanigans, we're going to have to get deeper into hostile neural networks, which will probably not be next episode. I will be doing it mostly off camera, so it'll be mentioned, most likely briefly in an episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.